Alan, welcome to Darlington. What's attracted you to come to Darlington?
First and foremost, it's the fans, to be honest with you, and the ambitions what David Johnson's got at this football club. Obviously, people probably know that I spoke to him previous 18 months ago. Timing wasn't quite right, and I still had plans to do up at Blyth what I needed to do. But the timing seems to be perfect now. Seems to have lost a little bit of ambition up at Blyth, but yeah, it's full of ambition, and that's what I want. I want to try and get this club as high as I possibly can, and then we're going to help me, and that's all I can ask. And let's be honest, of what the fans have done in the last few years for this football club is phenomenal, and we've got to make sure that we get it right on the pitch and bring some excitement back.
It's raised one or two eyebrows, your arrival here at Darlington after doing so well at Blyth over the last 3 years. I mean, you were leading in that playoff game, only to be pegged back in the last minute normal time, for example, at Altrincham.
Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed to leave Blyth. Don't get us wrong, I've got a massive affiliation with the fans up there. I love the fans up there as well. Great relationship, fantastic players, worked extremely hard for me, and to do what we've done was quite remarkable, to be honest. When you started the season with one centre half, because we couldn't bring any more bodies in, and then to finish what we've done, I think the last 30 games we averaged nearly 2 points a game, which is what Stockport won the league with. So we had massive potential up there, but then obviously I couldn't keep the lads. I can't compete up there with the local teams financially, unfortunately. And I understand it's got to be very financial for the football club, I really do, and that means it's time for me to move on. Maybe I'd outgrown them a little bit, and the players had started outgrowing them because they improved so much in the 3 years that I was there. And that's football. That happens in football, unfortunately. But I want to be here for the long term. I live half an hour away. People might think that I'm ambitious. Of course I am. But why do I want to move? I want to be local. I'm a local lad. All my family say I've got a business up the road. Everything just falls into place for me to come here. And I'll try my utmost to try and get this club where it should be, and that's back in the Football League. It's a long-term plan. It's not short-term. Everything is long-term with me, and first and foremost this season we've got to bring the excitement back, bring the fans back that have disappeared, get the goals flowing at Blackwell again, and then see where that takes us. It's a massive rebuild job, really is, and then following season we'll look at let's having a good go after that. But this season is a massive restructure, and basically, like I said, get the fans back on board.
At Blyth, he gained a reputation as a coach, as a manager who preached attack and football. Mm-hmm. For example, I can remember early on last season, Blyth put 8 past Chester. Is that the sort of style of play that you were hoping to introduce here?
Yeah, definitely. But that's all down to what players I can recruit. Simple as that. You look at what they've got here. I know Tomo, he's fantastic. He'll fit into the plans absolutely perfectly. And then you look at the rest. Angie, is he a centre forward, is he a centre half? It's something that it's up in the air for debate, but I've got to bring lads in that bring some excitement and bring that attack and flair, but we've got to make sure that we don't concede too many goals. Unfortunately, I do concede goals because I like to attack, but that's just me personally. If I can bring players in to show up that defence, then great, but ultimately what brings the fans back is having an excitement game of football, and then hopefully you get the right result at the end by scoring more goals than the opposition. It's not rocket science.
It sounds as if you've already sussed out the team already for next season. You know what the weaknesses and the strengths were from last time round.
Yeah, everyone knew. You could see it in Darlington. Like the start of the season when we played, I think the first 15 minutes we could have probably been 2-0 up and we were 1-0, but then you've seen the strengths of Darlington come back with the engine stage up front now, handfuls, and we probably got battered for 70 minutes after that, but we come away with a draw. And then obviously that squad fell apart at Darlington. It never seemed to reach the highs of the potential it had. So as I say, I can see what's wrong with it. It needs a lot of help, a lot of fixing, which we'll do. We'll bring people in to fix it, and hopefully it'll bring excitement back to this place, because that's the main thing.
Yeah. Earlier on there you said that you admired the fans. What do you make of Darlington fans raising £60,000 in boost the budget in just 3 weeks?
It's phenomenal. People keep saying that, they'll not do it again, but they do. That's what's keeping this club alive, and I said that up at Blyth. It's the fans that keep these non-league clubs alive, and to be honest, there's no way I like spending money, and especially when it's a fan's money. It's going to be difficult, but don't get me wrong, but make sure I bring players in that are value for money. You will get value for money whatever I bring in here, and I want players that want to play for Darlington Football Club, want to progress and move up that league and show the fans with a little bit of passion.
You'll know obviously that Darlington finished pretty low down mid-table last season. What's your aim for Quakers in the new season?
Like I said, there's a big rebuild job on. I think we've got 9 contracted players left. There'll be a sit down with them, see what they want to do. Some might want to stay, some might want to move on. We've got to sit down and discuss that. But it's going to take time. Don't get us wrong, it will take time, but I've got a few months to try and get it right. But it's going to be a really long summer for me, unfortunately. I'm going to have a week off for the holiday, but it's going to be a long summer.
You're going to be 3 times a Quaker. You had 2 spells here as a player, and now you're here as a manager. The fans will remember your first season with us when you scored double figures in terms of goal, and you scored a hat-trick on your debut against Southend.
Yeah, it's just reminded us of that one. I can't even, to be honest with you, I can't remember, and it was that long ago. But 3 times is remarkable, to be honest with you. But there's one man that's probably made it a little bit easier for us in Dave Hodgson. Like, I speak to Hodgie regularly. He brought us into Darlington first and foremost, and I've been speaking to him to this while this has been going on, whether it be the right time and stuff like that. And I always ask Hodgie for advice, and he's a great bloke. I trust him immensely, and as I say, it's probably a lot down to him why I'm here, to be honest with you. And it's fantastic to come back. It is. It's really surreal, but I want to get them back into the, as I say, where they should be, back in the Football League.